Why do you have to shave them?
But anyway, he is. It was my first time being in a place like this. It's not a sad story. And there were a lot of them. There were booger eating, rock licking, bug tasting, dirt collecting midgets. Well, they were in pre-K. But my mom walked me into the classroom, and I remember Miss Weston approached me. She was really excited. She was like, "Hello," I was a new student, and she reached out for my hand, and I jerked away. And I gave her the most intimidating look a 3-year-old could give. And I threw my forehead. I always did that a lot when I was little. And, you know, my head was really big. But anyway, my mom sat me down in the seat. She gave me the talk so that I would behave in school. She sat me down, kissed me on the forehead, and I watched her leave. And unlike the other kids, I didn't cry. So I just sat there, and I looked around the room, and everything was so big to me because I was just so small. And I didn't see anybody I knew until I looked over and I saw my favorite cousin, Jabril. He was just my favorite cousin. I just couldn't wait till she called for recess and we can go get those caterpillars off the side of the brick school. And so anyway, time went by, tick-tock, 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 and she said, "Guys, it's time for recess, line up." And I remember just looking at her mouth. I looked her dead in the mouth and I just saw hair on the top of her upper lip. And so that's all I could remember. And I remember saying, "Guys, line up for recess." And the children fought over who's going to be the line leader, but I was still looking at her, at the hair on her lip. And I got in line and I had to go to the restroom. So I got my buddy, and I got my partner to go to the restroom with, and I remember I was using the restroom, she looked at me in the stall, but whatever. And I came out the restroom, I didn't wash my hands, and I didn't flush the toilet, of course. And I walked down the hallway to the 2 double doors, and I couldn't get it open. But the janitor came, and he helped me open the doors, and I remember the light flooding through the hallway. And I saw the playground, and that's my favorite thing to do, to play outside in the sun. And so I looked for my cousin Jabril, and I was like, "Where is he?" And I didn't see him anywhere until I looked over and I saw him at the gate, surrounded by the dead grass, and he was dying. He was being killed. Like, I saw him being killed. A girl was dragging him around in the dirt. He was screaming, and he was begging for me to help him. He was dying, and I knew he was dying. And I had to do something about it because that's my favorite cousin. I could not watch him die in my eyes. And so I knew that I was a vampire, and I knew that I could change into a vampire. But anyway, I saw her stretching out, just dragging him, and he was screaming for my help, and I saw the center of her arm, so I ran to her, and I gripped my teeth into her arm, and I squeezed down as hard as I could, because I had to save his life, because he was dying. He was being hurt. So I bit her as hard as I could, and I just clenched on really, really hard. And I felt someone pulling me off of her, and I bit harder. She was screaming for her life. All I tasted was baby lotion on her soft cheek. And I just gripped on as hard as I could, and I finally got off, and slobber came out of my mouth. And I knew she was killing my cousin, so I was like, "Jabril, are you okay?" He's like, "We were just playing." And I was like, no, you weren't playing. He wasn't playing. She was hurting him. She was killing him. And the teacher, Miss Weston, drugged me to the office, and I remember just looking at the hair on her lip, and she just walked into the office, and I was in there. And my dad was already there with a belt, and I got a spanking in the office, but all I did was save my cousin. But that day, I knew that I wasn't in trouble. I got suspended for 3 days, but I saved his life.